that JCI shows back to the community. That's why we call it JCI Got Heart, because JCI's got heart.
Yun.
Pang ano yan, JCI Impact yan
Very, very impactful lang kanyang message.
Yes.
Okay, so up next.
Wait, before we move on,
I'm single by the way.
For those interested to help out naman sa Got Heart, who do we contact?
Well, Valenzuela right now is the host, not
the lead chapter.
The chair na chapter for Got Heart. But for different areas, for the sponsorships, we have Press RJ Paguyo of Alabang. Then for the other regions, well, you can get to contact me na lang, Carlo Concepcion.
All right.
Sa FB Carlo Concepcion din.
Yeah. Okay. And contact number?
Yes. Can I announce my contact number?
Yes.
09.
Go ahead.
I forgot. 0905-388-8335.
All right. So
that's my number.
So that's 0905-388.
3888-335.
Yan. All right. So that's for Press Carlo. If you are interested in helping out Got Heart, you may contact him.
Okay. Up next is Press Ain Alvera of JCI Taytay to promote the upcoming Area Council meeting for Area 2 and Avante.
All right. Hi, hello everyone.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The last time I've been here was January pa.
First ever guest this year.
Yeah, thanks to JCI Radio. Well, right now we have, before I announce some of our activities, may nagpapahay Hi, RSEC Mary. O, ayan. Bati na kita.
Ang kulit,
Dito natin sa cinema.
Hi, Mary.
So, yeah. Area 2, we're gonna have our third area council meeting and Avante training at Thunderbird Resort Rizal on July 16. So, what are you gonna expect? Of course, I expect presidents of Area 2 would be there. Complete attendance and on time, guys, so we can finish it off para we can have or we can enjoy the facilities or the resort amenities kasi we're allowed to use the pool, the outdoor jacuzzi, and perhaps you want to access the casino. Talagang hindi meeting yung ano. And the video care room and lots of other amenities that you can use off. So as your host, we appreciate it if you would be contacting us. I'm sure our local secretaries got in touch with you guys na, so kindly just confirm. And for our Avante training, it's the bid season, and I just attended yesterday's bid writing workshop. But there's going to be another run, which is going to be at Avante training. This would be, the trainer would be EVP of JCI Manila, Miko Pasha of JCI Manila. Because he has good insights because he wrote a bid and it won. So get some insights lalo na for those who are would be writing for bids. Plus he will be joined by JCI's and DZEC Del Rosario's who will be giving tips and perhaps secrets of how JCI Manila win bids. And there's a new course that we are gonna we're gonna open for the Avante training, which is the effective communication, building a foundation. It's a new course that's opened up last ASPAC, and for those who would want to take it, it will be the trainer would be VP Ernest. It's VP Lloyd.
Lloyd Chow. Miss mo nata si Ernest.
Plus, if you are into social enterprise thing, we have invited a speaker outside JCI, which is Miss Wilhelmina Garcia of Junk Knot. She will be teaching us how you can make use of recyclable products and turn it into interior furnishings. So all of this in one day. So JCI Taytay is going to be our first who's hosting it for Area 2, and we hope to see you guys. That's it. See you guys.
It's an action-packed weekend
Action-packed
pala.
weekend.
Yes, it is.
Action-packed Saturday.
Saturday lang pala.
Saturday lang yan. Pero who do we contact if we want to attend the ACM?
All right. It's actually my... Hold on. Lagot ako sa hello secretary ko. Giving out her number. Like, Abby, I'm giving out your number. Hold on. For the ACM attendance, it's you may confirm your attendance with Sec Abby De Guzman. Her number is 0977-805-7806. Let me repeat that again. It's 0977-805-7806. For Avante Training, LTD Leslie will be helping you out with your queries. Her number is 0915-210-4167. I repeat, it's 0915-210-4167. There. So, any questions, you just send me a message if there are, lalo na yung gumago overnight, right? All right, that's it for me.
Exciting.
Wow, that's going to be one exciting Saturday. It's just a Saturday, mind you.
I know. So,
And I believe Press JB also has something to promote for us.
besides himself, he wants to promote himself kanina. Pero ngayon nagbago na. Okay lang yan. Press, go!
Hi, good evening, everyone. Actually, si NC Jane yung I'd like to give a shout out to my members, Jess and Char. Hi. Well, actually, I'm with NC Jane for the final stretch of the flex training.
We're gonna be staffers, di ba, Press?
Thank you. Thank you for introducing me. No, okay, hi, good afternoon, JCI Philippines. Yeah, we just like to invite all the batch 101 presidents on July 30 to 31. We'll be having the flex batch 5, the final stretch. It is captioned as for the presidents by the president. So it really encouraging all batch 101 presidents from Area 1 to Area 5 to attend this. It's gonna be very, very special because your batchmates who have already graduated from Flex will be staffing, and for those who will be arriving on the 29th, we'll be having a welcome fellowship, and kakaiba to kasi free accommodation for everyone who's flying in from to Manila. Flying into Manila, and will be my welcome fellowship, and then fellowship every night, and also fellowship send-off fellowship. So I hope that you guys grab this opportunity to really experience what Flex has to offer, and really rediscover what more you guys can offer to your respective local organizations. It's only 2,800 pesos. For those who'd wish to register and secure their slots, you may contact me through Facebook. Or at number ko. Okay, at 0917-813-8788. Again, that's 0917-813-8788. And so thank you.
Wait, where will the Flex Batch 5 be?
Sorry. It's gonna be here in Manila, Golden Panda Dormtel.
It's going to be at E.
Rodriguez Avenue, corner Banawe. Yes, thank you, Quezon City.
All right. So that's just the first part of our JCI. We'll have Press Joe. Would you like to once again invite JCI members to attend in Cebu NatCon 2016?
Again, I'd like to invite all JCI. Tagilid yung that's October 6 to 9. So please log into www.incebunatcon2016.com.
All right. So again, that's JCI in Cebu NatCon.
incebunatcon2016.com.
All right. That's for more information on the 2016 in Cebu NatCon this coming October.
October 6 to 9.
October 6 to 9. And once again, we'd like to ask our 101 presidents if they want to greet anybody who's listening in.
Hi, party people. You know who you are.
Press Cut, Press Jom.
Press Cat, Press Jom,
Jom.
And I just want to greet lang din, very special, bago kasi yung hairstyle niya.
Very. Actually,
Hello daw. Hi
hindi ko siya
again.
nakilala nung bumaba siya ng car.
Yes.
No? The one who got your heart.
I press babe. Alright.
I-announce ka ba nationwide to? Kabawiin ko na yung sinabi ko kanina.
Okay,
All right,
so that's it.
yeah, that's just the first part of our special episode of Orduha takes on JCI Radio Philippines. So when we return, we'll have more here on JCI Radio Philippines.
EBC Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila.
Ang oras po natin ay 6:26 ng gabi.
Pinalawak, pinadali, pinatipid ng social media ang paraan ng komunikasyon at pagbabahagi ng impormasyon.
Isang mabuting bagay ito para sa ating mga gumagamit. Subalit, gaya ng kasabihan, ang lahat ng sobra ay masama.
Ang social media ay may kaakibat na responsable at maingat na paggamit upang hindi mapinsala at huwag makapaminsala. Tandaan ang ilang paalaala sa paggamit ng social networking site.
Huwag magbibigay ng private information tungkol sa inyong social media account. Ugaliin ang magpalit ng password para mapanatiling pribado ang inyong social media account. Huwag gamitin ang inyong account para manira o manakit ng kapwa sa mga social networking site. Pag-isipan ng mabuti ang bagay na inyong sasabihin bago i-post sa inyong account.
Maging matalino sa paggamit ng social network. Isang paalaala mula sa Radyo Agila.
Halina't maglakbay sa magagandang tanawin sa Pilipinas. Alamin ang mayamang kultura ng ating mga ninuno at pamana ng ating lahi. Balik natin ang ating kasaysayan sa Kalinamang Pilipino. Tuwing linggo, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. Kalinamang Pilipino.
We're back on air with Ernest Hernandez on JCI Radio Philippines.
And we are back here on GCI Radio Philippines, anything and everything about the Junior Chamber International. This is Diego Del Paz, and with me tonight is my special co-host.
Hi, I'm Shalyn Antonio, LO President of JCI Makati Princess Udua.
All right, and I believe you brought along some of the ladies of GCI Makati Princess Udua with you.
Yes, our VP for External, Gladys Ortega, will announce our upcoming projects, and we'll talk about din yung Think Green namin. Well, it's good to know pala, Diego, na you're the area chair for Think Green. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll discuss that project later on.
Sure thing. All right, VP Gladys, could you please tell us about the Think Green project of JCI Makati Princess Udua?
Hello, good evening. Okay, so this coming July 16, super Carlo. This coming July 16, we will have the Think Green project under the Green Urban Living. It's my project chair is here with me.
Hi, hello.
Her name is Liam.
Hi. So on the 16th, we'll be having the greenhouse project. So we're inviting everyone. Pupunta na si National Chairman, Area Chairman Diego. So we're going to launch our greenhouse made out of 80% recycled materials. So it's really something to see.
Wow.
Yep. And it's we're promoting urban farming. So it's in Tembo Elementary School from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So we hope you guys can come.
So this is in partnership with
DepEd Makati, and we have East-West Seed Foundation. They're providing all of our seedlings, and they're giving us the technical assistance for the project. And also we have some,
we have Amo.
Yeah, ako yung magsasakang organiko. They're a newly formed company. They're promoting their organic fertilizer. So everything here is organic. Even our sponsor, even our sponsors for food, see Good Food Community and Earth Desserts. They're going to be serving vegan desserts and some healthy snacks for the kids. So yeah.
Question, when you say vegan, longganisa ba to?
Para sa'yo, fresh siya. Para sa'yo, fresh siya, pwede.
aside from teaching people na it's possible to do urban farming, what else do we want to achieve with a greenhouse project?
Kasi this project, the initiative for this project is really to prepare the youth for the incoming well, it's already happening, issues on hunger and poverty. We want to equip them, diba, with the mindset and the skill set na this could be, urban farming is a good and a creative solution for that. So that's why we chose the DepEd to partner with this, kasi we really want this advocacy to be taken into their hearts. So, yun.
Wow, it's a great idea. And at the same time, with the project serving mga vegan treats, they could also appreciate naman ng veggies.
Yes.
Kasi, pansin, diba, usually mga kids, they don't really like vegetables.
Yes, kasi, we want to take out that, what do you call this? Parang, farming is it's such a tita activity. Pero, with the kids seeing na it could be done and madali lang and through recycled materials. And I feel like they're already excited because they already showed us. Kasi they're already starting now to do the assignment, the homework for this. So they already cut up the bottles and ngayon they're going to start planting. So
they also provided the recycled materials.
Yes.
So they had like nag-raise sila ng materials to be used for the greenhouse.
Yeah. They really wanted the kids to feel like this is their project. Parang we gave them the training, but it's really theirs for the taking. So there.
So if you remember, Direct Diego, the Green Urban Living, this is its second year. On its second year, we started before, if you remember, in Barangay San Lorenzo, the vertical garden and the motorcade of the electric vehicles.
And the potted plants.
Now it evolved, and it's a new concept, and we've partnered with an LGU, which is the DepEd, and it's under their Adopt a School program.
Yes.
So VP Glads, why don't you tell us about the launching also of the JCI
of the
marker?
Oh yes, the JCI marker. Yes.
Yes, go JCI marker.
VP Glads, so
yes,
to announce the.
So on the 16th, special guest namin si AVP po.
Hindi
alam. Ay, di mo ba niya alam? Akala ko alam niya na.
Hindi sinabi ko, pero hindi ko siya sure.
Hindi mo pala siya sure, Pres Harlo. Baka pwede ipaalam mo na. Hi, AVP sa 16.
Hi, AVP Bong. Good evening.
So, i-unveil na namin yung JCI marker.
Yes.
Wow. Where will the JCI marker be located?
Pembo Elementary School.
The main greenhouse project.
It will be inside the green.
Wow.
It's really something to see. Plus, all of our generous sponsors, we will give them some recognition naman for their efforts and their kindness.
All right. Anyway, so it's going to be on July 16th. What time will this be?
9 a.m. to 12 noon.
It will be at 9 a.m. to 12 noon at Pembo Elementary School.
Yes.
So, mga kids will be enjoying mga treats, vegan treats. They will be able to learn how to farm within a urban setting, and they're going to have fun.
Yes,
exactly.
Yun. All right. Are there any more projects upcoming for GCI Makati Princess Orduha?
Yes. On July 20, we have a joint community project with JCI San Juan Dambana and JCI Marikina Marikit. It's called Botica sa Paso. It's a community and business seminar which will be in Tumana. And then on July 23rd, Orduha goes Greater Davao. So it's under the Orduha Training Caravan where we will be doing some trainings.
Press looks like your ladies are so busy.
Ay, hindi naman. Kaya, hindi kami busy.
Do we look it?
And then, August 15. So, it's the International Youth Development Program with JCI Sakata. So, there will be 7 children who will be arriving in the Philippines, and then it's like a cultural immersion.
Exchange student program.
Yes, like that. Thank you. That's all.
Right. And Press, one thing I've noticed about your presidency so far is that it's built around your collaborations and it's built around the training. For example, one of the projects that you collaborated heavy on would be Earth Hour.
Yeah. Oh, that's with JCI Makati, with you as chair as well, diba? So, with that naman, what we did, our strategy kasi for the year, when we did our strat plan, we wanted to collaborate and strengthen the relationship between our sister chapters. Now, with the training naman, you know naman, like, I've been a trainer for the past 2 years. I've been training with VP Ernest. Normally, we have bookings together, pero this year, wala. Wala kaming booking ngayon. But yeah, it's my advocacy to develop more trainers in Urduha and to spread na you know, the top of the mind. If ever the JCI members need trainers, they will think, you know, of Urduha. Especially we're female. Normally kasi ang trainers are female. So, you know, kasi we are also the main proponent of Pinay Power.
That's right.
It's a national program, so it's about women empowerment. And part of it, yun nga, is to encourage more female trainers. So during the time in 2013, when I was a director for individual development, nawalan na kami ng trainer. So, tinry ko mag-training kahit hate na hate ko talaga magsalita. Totoo yan. And then, after that, on the following year, I became the VP for External and appointed as the Regional Training Director. So, I think I've encouraged and inspired Urduhas naman to be trainers. So now I think we have 3 past presidents who are training. And then meron kaming 3 new trainers and activated mga 3. So we're about siguro 10 to 12 active trainers na.
Pero before you embarked on this program, mga ilan lang kayo mga active trainers before?
Before, nako, 2 lang kami ni Jane.
Isa
lang. Ako lang. Tapos pinilit ko si Jane, which is ngayon naman, she's also a national chair na. We also designed courses. We have designed 2 courses for this year. We have effective presentation skills and visual branding. So, yun, by 2, yun nga, we have 1 new member that's now a trainer. Na nag-design din ng course na yun.
Ganun pala nag-evolve ang training within Urduha.
Yes.
And in the future, ano bang target mo na number of trainers eventually na magkakaroon ng Urduha?
For me, that 10 to 12 is a healthy number. So, I think for next year, we have to equip the trainers and you know, like give them more training to be better trainers. And if we can produce more, why not? But I don't want to pressure them kasi we have good numbers already. I mean, we're category 2, but we have about 12 trainers. That's good enough.
That's fine enough already. You mentioned earlier about Pinay Power. You mentioned about Pinay Power and syempre yung mga membership, you want yung mga members na maging empowered sila within themselves. You have made mga projects that empower them, for example, yung mga self-defense classes and the such. Ano bang nakikita mo na magiging turnout, magiging turnaround nitong mga programs ng self-empowerment? But before you answer that, we'll take a short break. Magbabalik tayo dito sa JCI Radio Philippines.
EBC Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila.
Ang oras po natin ay 6:40 ng gabi.
Maraming mikrobyo sa lansangan, kabilang dito ang mga itlog ng bulate na dinirahan sa bituka na sanhi ng sakit ng tiyan, malnutrisyon, anemia, mababang IQ at pagbaba ng resistensya.
Para makaiwas sa komplikasyon na dala ng bulate, makiisa sa gaganaping libreng purgas sa National School Deworming Month. Libre, mabisa at ligtas para sa mga bata mula kinder hanggang grade 12 sa lahat ng pampubliko at pribadong paaralan.
Handa ka na ba sa parating na bagyo, baka indol at iba pang uri ng sakuna? Huwag magpahuli. Alamin ang mangyayari. Maging alisto, maging alerto. Eagle Network. Subaybayan tuwing alas 10 hanggang alas 12 gabi kasama ang puwersa ng Radyo Agila Reporter sa panguna ni Agil 4 Joey Dizon. Ito ang tunay na serbisyo publiko. Walang pahinga, walang pagod. Magbabantay, maglilingkod. Eagle Network.
We're back on air with Ernest Hernandez on JCI Radio Philippines.
And we are back here on JCI Radio Philippines, anything and everything about the Junior Chamber International. This is your host for tonight, Diego De La Paz, and with me is the partner that I'm grilling right now, Press Shal Antonio of GCI Makati Princess Ordua. Before we went to the break, I was asking you, how do you want your programs under Pinay Power to empower your members? What are the effects that you want to see within your membership?
Okay, at the start of the year, when we did our strat plan, I gave them my vision that anything that we do will be for women. Like, we wanted to build more women trainers. We wanted to do an environmental project for women. We wanted to do a self-defense course for women. We wanted to do like most of our we wanted a peace is possible project for women. So lahat, if you can see, it's more on supporting the women empowerment program under Pinay Power. So like right now, the effect naman to the organization, I think we attracted the right members this year that will lead the chapter in the next few years.
And now I'd like to ask some of your members, like for example, si VP Gladys.
It's not you, it's me.
Ang bilis sumagot. Anyway, VP Gladys, I would like to ask you naman, in your part, anong naging contribution mo to further yung women empowerment within your chapter, and especially that you're representing the chapter as the VP for External.
I thank you, Bao. Grabe naman yung mga tanong mo. Nagpunta ako dito para mag-enjoy, hindi para... Ito, Miss Universe ba to? Ito ba yung search for Miss JCI Philippines?
Pardon.
No, I have my contribution. I am very much active in my chapter. Hindi man lang ako nakikita. Pero active ako kasi ang motto ko is gusto ko lang maging ayoko maging Ajinomoto kasi nakakataba yung press Carlo. Bakit hindi ka magsalita? Sige, sa'yo yan. Akin to.
This is your new host.
This is your new host. This is Vladimir Ortega from JCI Makati Princess Ordua.
Carlo from JCI Venezuela.
Hello! So, we were talking about what? My motto in life?
Yes,
my motto is to whom much is given, much is required.
Yun.
In Tagalog.
Naniniwala po ako sa kasabihang kung na ma-explain. Natataranta ako. Sige, ikaw, what's your motto?
Ajinomoto nga.
Ajinomoto, nakakatabayan. Anong hashtag mo dyan?
Ajinomoto rin.
Ano ba yan? Yun lang?
On air.
On air.
Anyway, before tayo mawala ulit. Anyway, VP Gladys, and what do
Thank you for that wonderful question. Yes.
Let's go back to the question where I was asking you as the VP for External, how do you feel that yung women empowerment helps you and helps the chapter, especially that you represent them as the VP for External?
Women empowerment. Hindi, eto na. Seryoso na talaga. Pero seryoso talaga akong tao. Kasi kaisipin nila, Pres, hindi ako seryoso. Walang doubt.
Alright.
Well, yung women empowerment, it's not like basically when you say women empowerment, empower mo lang yung mga tao na sa tingin mong walang Oo, powerless. Parang mga yung mga walang power, ganon. But it's like, as an individual, it's enhancing or creating that person's capabilities na to grow and to lead or be a good example to others.
Wow.
Thank you. Hindi ko na kaya talaga. Actually, nanginginig na ako. Seryoso talaga akong tao. Yun lang.
Maniniwala naman kami.
Next question, please. Wag lang math.
Next question.
Science.
Anyway,
Press.
and si Jane, how about you?
Hi. Ako pala.
With the direction that JCI Makati Princess Ordua is taking, how do you see that? How do you see that women empowerment is helping you out as a member in JCI, and especially that you're a national chairperson?
Okay. For me naman, I guess it's really more of embracing what my uniqueness and contributing to the communities and to the JCI JCI community and our adopted communities. It's really more of impacting the lives of people as well as influencing the members, mentoring the new ones in hopes that they too embrace what JCI is about and what JCI Makati Princess Ordua is what do you call it? Yung vision talaga namin and what we're known for, the culture. Here naman with how the JCI Makati Princess Ordua has molded me. I guess it really has impacted my life and has really contributed to how I am as how the responsibility of the national chairman for FLEX and ALC has I've been blessed with it, and to see more lives, more JCI members understand and embrace what FLEX is about. I guess that's how women empowerment and JCI Makati Princess Ordua has really impacted my life. And,
all right.
Yan.
How about you, Project Chair Lian?
Project Chair.
Project Chair.
Okay, so I'm a new member. And same as what VP Glad said, siguro it's really seeing the members of Ordua already better themselves. Parang I believe that in order to help others, you must first help yourself. And I've seen how these women before me continually strive to better themselves. So I feel I feel like I'm in very good hands. And yes, be glad. I feel like I'm in very good hands. I feel like they will help me. They will help me. They will help me to become a good leader and to be a good servant. So yeah, I think that's really how I see it. Parang their mothers, their
Grabe siya.
Yeah,
That's my protege.
Yes, their mothers, corporate executives, and then there's me, and they're willing to help me, and I can see how it's really a good environment for a young person to be in, a young female person to be in. So that's how MPU is empowering its members. Yes, that's how MPU is empowering its members and the communities that it helps.
And Preshalan, you've been a member of Makati Princess Ordua for a number of years now.
X number of years.
For X number of years. Sakto, diba? For X number of years. Ano ba ang difference ng Shalan na pumasok sa Makati Princess Ordua to the Shalan na ngayon presidente na?
Well, for me, I think I did not change yung character ko. But leading a strong group of women made me think 10 times further. Parang parang nag-advance yung yung brain ko. Actually, minsan ko lang siya gamitin kaya slightly used siya. Pero for me, it's like going through masters again, okay? Pero walang teacher. Okay? Ang nagtuturo sa iyo is your experience, and I will not replace this or exchange this with anything again. Kasi parang more on practical again. Walang theories. Practical muna, tapos bibigyan ka lang guidelines. Tapos ipapractice mo siya na ipapractice. So, dun sa development, ang dami kong skills na na-develop this year. But for my character, actually marami rin na-build. Hindi ko lang siya maisa-isa. Pero yung personality ko, I think it's still the same. I never change. I mean, most of the girls here are my friends before I became a JCI member or before or sabay ko pa nga mag-baby JC, si Jane. So, nakita rin yung changes as a leader. But as a person, I think naman, I'm still the same. No, I want to keep myself grounded and I want to show that to the rest of the members. And I've been telling them na, di ba Gladys, humble.
Press, ang masasabi ko lang dyan.
Humility.
Change is the only thing constant in this world. And that change is right in front of you.
Wow!
Yan lang ang masasabi ko dyan.
Wow!
Change na ang hairstyle.
Hindi naman masyadong cliche. Bagong-bago yan.
Bago yan.
But yeah, this is our culture. We make sure that we have fun doing things. Number two, sana we practice non-issue. So I encourage them na wala yan. Kung kunyari, ba't ganito si ganyan, wala yan. Hindi big deal yan. So, I think yun lang yung share ko sa Urduha. Yun lang naman. Ikaw, you've known me. Like, ano masasabi mo sa akin? Ikaw naman.
Wow, I've been put on the spot here. pero alam mo yung brand of leadership mo is probably one of the parang gold standards na nakita ko so far among presidents. One of the gold standards. So,
ayan
salute.
Ayan
kaya
tayo.
Kaya ako saludo.
Batch 101 presidents. Ano masasabi niyo?
One of nga
Dalawa pa lang kami meets niya. Si Pres Carlo tsaka ako.
Ay, hindi si Pres tatlo. Si Pres Neil.
Good evening, Pres Neil. Anyway, I would like to throw the question naman to the rest of the ladies of Urduha. NC Jane, for example, I'd like to ask, syempre yung slogan natin sa JCI is to be better.
Okay.
What has Makati Princess Urduha done to help you become better?
Me? Be better.
Better.
No, be better. I guess, if not for JCI Makati Princess Urduha, I wouldn't be performing I guess good. I wouldn't have a good performance in the national chairmanship. They've been very supportive of the program, and they've been very supportive of the me as like in terms of kahit na external. Kasi this year I felt that I was more outside than in JCI or Duha. Parang but they always make sure that if there's anything that I need for like in support of the national chairmanship or what, they're always there. And the growth that I've been receiving or getting for myself, parang kinakabahan ako. But it's more of really I'm just blessed. I guess blessed lang ako to be part of Urduha and to be molded in the way the way how it is in the culture and yun nga, doing things, impacting people's lives, but as well in the same time having fun na hindi pwedeng mawala yung fun out of it. Ayun, a lot. Like, training wise has really helped and pushing me to further my skills sets.
All right, and finally, VP Gladys.
Same question ba?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Ayan. Okay. Yung slogan kasi sa JCI is to be better. What has Makati Professor Dua done to help you become better?
Hindi, ito seryoso na talaga. There are many experiences, but I think for me, papunta pala ko to be a better person.
Mm.
So, I'm still in the stage na, eto na eh, papunta na ako doon. But, ha? Ano sabi mo? May binubulong ka eh. Mas Carlo, may binubulong ka. Magiging how? Ano, how? How di ka siguro I'll see it when I get there. But ikaw ba nagsasalita? Sino ka? Kaninong motto yan? Hindi, pero JCI really helped me a lot talagang in terms of developing my personality.
Parang hindi naman natanong.
Teka lang ha. Oo, hindi okay lang yan. Sino ba sila? Ha? Huyo kayo dalawa sa akin. Joke lang. Pero yun, thank you.
Alright, and we're down to the last 5 minutes of the program. So we'd like to open the floor to everyone to give their final greetings, final message to everyone listening.
Comment ko lang sa Be Better. For those who are listening who are not JCI members, please join JCI. JCI. One thing I can tell you, when I became active, I came in sa JCI as a boy, you will come in as a girl. Pero when you finish being a JCI, you'll become men and women.
That's true, Press Carlo.
Hi JCI Valenzuela. Jessa daw nagpapabate.
Hi, Jessa.
Si Jessa, JCI na votes Pescadores pala. Well, anyway, I'd like to invite everybody, especially Metro Area 2. In behalf of Press John C. of JCI San Juan Pinaglabanan, we'd like to invite you on the block screening of Suicide Squad this coming August 4, 2016, Thursday at 5:30 p.m. at SIMA 5 Green Hills Promenade Theater, Green Hills Shopping Center, San Juan City. The proceeds of this project will be will benefit the education initiatives of JCI San Juan Pinaglabanan. Thank you.
All right.
Hi to DCI Taytay. And lastly, see you Metro Area at 3rd ACM and Avante Training. Hi, RSEC Mary. I know you're listening.
Okay, I just wanna say hi to VP Nino of JCI Manila. And EVP Jonas of JCI San Juan Katipuneros. Press Joe Am of JCI Manilena. Press Kat of JCI Ortigas. Press John C., the dad of Jane C. of JCI San Juan Pinaglabanan. Press Lee of JCI Makati. Thanks for having us here and for giving us a whole program on JCI Radio. And VP Ernest. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you, partner. Salamat.
Ernest, you should have been here. But anyway, an hour has passed for us in our discussion of everything and anything about the Junior Chamber International Philippines. On behalf of my partner Ernest Hernandez, this has been Diego de la Paz.
And this is Shalyn Antonio signing off for now. Tune in again next week for another dose of awesomeness here on JCI Radio Philippines, where we feature a taste of what JCI is all about.
Join us again next week for another dose of awesomeness here at JCI Radio Philippines on DZEC 106.2 kHz.
38 years of excellence in broadcast communication. EBC, Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila. DZEC 1062 sa Mega Manila, WIN 1080 sa Northern DZEL 1260 sa Southern Tagalog, DXED 1224 sa Southern Mindanao. Ito ang Radyo Agila. Isang tunog, buong bansa.
Inihahandog ng DZEC 62, ang kasangga ng Philippine Sports Commission at ng Philippine Olympic Committee. Sports on Air! Sports on Air! Balitang pangpalakasan para sa bayan.
Magandang gabi sports fans, magandang gabi partner. Ngayon ay Hulyo 24, 2016, isang oras ng balita na talakayan para sa larangan ng pampalakasan. Ako si Ernest Hernandez.
Magandang gabi din Ernest, isa na namang linggo na punong-puno ng aksyon, hindi lang sa Pilipinas pati na rin sa ibang bansa. Ako naman si Diego de la Paz.
Ang sport ay parang gulong ng buhay, minsan ay kay nasa taas at minsan nasa baba. Sino nga bang ating mga atleta bago nila natamo ang tagumpay?
Ating alamin kung sino ba talaga ang inyong hinahangaang personalidad sa larangan ng sports.
Manda na kayo sa isang oras ng sports, balita at talakayan.
Huwag kayong bumitiw at nandito na ang pinakamaksyong KBP Golden Dome Awards nominated na sports program sa radyo. Sports on Air,
balitang pampalakasan
para sa bayan.
Mapapakinggan ng Sports on Air sumusunod na istasyon nationwide sa DZEC 1062 kHz sa Mega Manila,
DZL 1260 kHz sa Southern Luzon,
DWIN 1080 kHz sa Northern Luzon,
UIFX 1305 kHz sa Central Visayas,
at DXED 1224 kHz sa Southern Mindanao.
Mapapakinggan rin ang aming palatuntunan via online live streaming sa www.eaglebroadcasting.net.
May live stream din sa YouTube ang Radyo Agila. Hanapin lamang ang Radyo Agila DZEC at mapapanood nyo na ang paboritong programa sa Radyo Agila live and on demand.
Ang Sports on Air ng Radyo Agila ay makakasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Para sa nakikinig at gumagamit ng Facebook, ilike lang ang Sports on Air sa Facebook sa Sports on Air 1062.
Sa mga gumagamit naman ng Twitter, pwede nyo kami subaybayan sa aming Twitter account sa @SportsOnAirPH.
Para sa mga gusto sumali sa aming diskusyon, pwede mag-text sa Radyo Agila text line sa 0932-422-2572. We got a hot episode tonight, Diego.
We have a very, very hot episode tonight because tonight...
Even it's raining outside.
It's raining outside, but it's hot inside the studio because we have the Red Hot team in the PBA Governors
They're
Cup
currently on the top of the standings right now with a triple tie, but I think it's broken already.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know who's leading right now. I don't know.
Yeah, let's
but they're still undefeated.
Yeah, they're still undefeated together with San Miguel and TNT Catropa. But they're the hottest team because they've got a 2-0 record still. They're the Mahindra Enforcer.
Yeah.
So together with head coach Chris Cavina, coach. All right. We also have they have guard Mike De Gregorio, and they have their center James White.
How you doing?
Yeah, we'll get to know a little bit more about them later.
Yeah, but they can dive in the discussion because we have some interesting topics that happened within the week. Because part of our coverage right now is that NBA Fit had their program in Manila, and we had guys from the Phoenix Suns like Brandon Knight conducting the NBA Fit program together with 1991 Slam Dunk champion D. Brown.
Yeah, I remember his slam dunk performance in 1991. It was such a thrill to see him in person.
Who's alive there?
Or wasn't born yet.
Wow.
Is he need the reason the dab got started?
Yeah, I think he claimed that. He claimed that he's the dad father.
Anyway, we have some interviews with, let's start with Brandon Knight of the Phoenix Suns.
It just shows, just from watching our summer team, a lot of people say it doesn't mean anything, but for us, we want to start building already. So we take pride in not just, the regular season, but in whatever we do, and whether that's be drafting great players and getting them to come out perform in the summer league. And we think that that'll spill over into our training camp, so everything's important to us.
Do you think it's a unique for culture to have 5 Kentucky guys on the backcourt in the same team?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you got a lot of Kentucky guys, first off, you already kind of have a chemistry already, and something that you kind of have a common denominator that you guys all, came from the same school. And like I said, we love to compete and talk about which team would have been the best team and stuff like that. So it's just great to, to see how many guys are coming out of Kentucky and not just come to the Suns, but just in general, achieving their dreams.
Were you surprised that the Suns picked Green at number 4?
Was I surprised?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like I said, if you watch him, you can see how talented he is, and like I said, we're excited to see what he can do, and excited to see the player he becomes, and it's on us to make sure he reaches his potential and becomes a great player.
Okay, we're talking about the event here, NBA Fit. How can you describe to us how you get fit prior to the game and preparing? Especially this is the off season. How about preparing for the upcoming NBA season?
I mean, you get fit just by doing the right things, and that's working out, or giving your body a chance to recover, and resting, and doing those things, eating the right way, and like I said, just being disciplined and sticking to your routine, and throughout the summer, like you said, it's our time for NBA players to get better, whether that be through lifting weights, working on certain skills in the gym, or just by playing basketball, or just by getting after and playing pickup against other NBA guys or other professionals, and that's how we stay fit throughout the summer and get prepared for the upcoming season.
And as a point guard right now, it's kind of difficult to be the small guy, and you got to compete against the big guys. How do you can you describe the preparations of a guard compared to the big guys?
I mean, for us, we got a lot of running we got to do, so you got to be in shape. You got to be strong, so that when you do encounter a screen, or you got to, challenge a big, or whatever the case may be, you got to be strong. So for guards, especially nowadays, you got to be strong, explosive, quick. You got to be, pretty agile to be able to match up with the quickness of other guys, and you got to be able to do a lot of things that, for a guard this day. And we got some of the best athletes in the world, not only guards, but just in general. So, like I said, guards nowadays have to be able to do all those things to try to just make sure even the playing field.
And that was Brandon Knight of the Phoenix Suns.
That's just part 1 of our interview. Next week we're gonna have the part 2. We had some interesting questions
for
Brandon Knight, but he came here with an NBA. We would like to call him a legend because he, as Coach Chris would say, he's a part of the dub.
The dab.
These guys
the
didn't
dab.
see it.
Yeah.
Didn't experience it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have a very lengthy. This is just the first part of our interview with NBA legend D. Brown.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing we're trying to teach is how to take care of your body. You see on my shirt right here, you have to be active, eat healthy, and play together, and that's what NBA Fits we're promoting. We always talk about coaches, X's and O's, and drills, and making shots, and playing defense, but taking care of your body is just as important. You have to eat well, you have to get your rest, you have to, if that's the tool you're going to use to become a great athlete, you have to take care of it. So we're going to promote that because I love basketball so much.
When you were younger, there was not much information on how to get fit, how to train well. How did you manage to make your career longer?
I think the biggest part was, trying not to get hurt all the time. And, if you understand that, take care of your body, because your body is what's going to keep you on the court. The competition when I played was just, like you said, information wasn't out there. The tools that a lot of these young players now have to stay, that's why Kobe Bryant can play 20 years and Tim Duncan can play 19 years and Kevin Garnett, they take care of their bodies off the court. They're not just great players, but as much time as they put on the court, they put in time taking care of their bodies. So if you can think about that, if you can start that at a young age, understand how important those things are other than being on the court playing, I think it would last your career a long time and maybe get you to your level a lot quicker. Personnel, you're just looking at what kind of teammates they are, what kind of workers they are. Do they have an NBA skill set, a specific skill set? Is he a shooter, is he a defender, can he do both, or a great passer? How they interact with diversity, how they work out before the games, just the different things that you see that maybe the stat sheet doesn't show up. You look at a stat sheet, a guy had 20 points and 10 rebounds, he had a good game, but, was it selfish 20 points? Was he a good teammate doing it? Was he cheering when other guys scored? Those things when you're a scout and personnel, you kind of got to look at all the facets of trying to grow the player and see if he's right for your organization and your franchise. And being a player development guy, I can tell in 15 minutes if a guy can play or not. If they got a left hand, if they can shoot off bounds, what drills and skills they can do. But now I got to look at the total player, not just on the court, and I'm very excited about that. Being drafted by the Celtics was an honor, and I think that really was the best experience of my career was being drafted by the Celtics, being around Red Auerbach, being around Hall of Fame players like those three, playing with Reggie Lewis before he passed away, being around Bob Cooley, Tommy Heinsohn, Satch Sanders, Casey Jones. The list goes on of all the Hall of Fame guys I was around on a daily basis that made me a better player and respect the game. Play those big three, Larry was the hard worker, Kevin was a jokester, and Robert was like my big brother. So those three gave me a lot of different things to inspire me becoming a better player in my career, but also at this point be able to be a better teacher and understand how to give back because they did the same thing to me. I don't take all the credit. I think it was a whole coach staff did a great job. I was assistant coach and I was a director of player development, so I oversaw the growth of everybody. And, it was a team effort by coaching staff and Moutier and, young guys like Gary Harris, Will Barton. Those guys, you give them all the credit because they accept the coaching. That's the biggest part. If their players don't accept coaching and teaching, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, you can't do your job. And those guys are great. And you get all the credit to them. Listen to myself and all the coaches that help those guys become better players. And I think Nuggets will have a really good team because obviously drafting a guy, a young guy out of Kentucky this year. And FSU, they got some good pieces. So they're a young team up and coming. So we'll see how they do. The only thing is the game's played below the rim. That's the only thing. And not as much as more because now you got females dunking in the game. So the game was taught more from the floor up and not from the rim down. NBA players are so gifted and athletic and they can dunk and take off from the free throw line outside the paint. Women, again, it's more fundamentally based. I always tell people if you want to teach a young kid how to play basketball, take them to a WNBA game because it shows teamwork, shows screening, it shows defense, shows the love for the game. I love the NBA, and I think it's the greatest sport on earth. I think it's the greatest sport to watch and play. But when you're trying to teach young kids, WNBA is as good as any sport in the world to watch because of all the teaching and things you have to do to play at that level.
For the past years, and being as a winner, looking at the creativity and the evolution of the slam dunk competition, how would someone like you compete into this slam dunk competition?
Well, we couldn't use props when I was in the dunk contest. So, between the legs stuff, we could do all that stuff, but because of just the way the league was in the past, you really couldn't do that stuff. So you'd be surprised the things that when we were younger, the things we could do. I don't know. Zach LaVine and Eric Gordon did some crazy stuff. But on my younger days, we had different things that we could do. But I thought all the older Gunters, myself and Vince Carter and Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, we can hold our own a little bit.
And that was Boston Celtics legend Dee Brown.
Yeah, and we're going to have another half of his interview next week. But moving forward, we're going to go to the NCAA Season 92. San Beda is currently leading pack 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0. You've got Mapua at 5-1. You got Tran at 4-2, and then you've got Arellano and Perpetual at 3-2. LPU and JRU at 2 and 3. San Sebastian and EAC tied for 8th place at 1 and 4. And the Benil Blazers 0 and 5.
Where's Paulo Tao when I need him? Where is he? fellow Benilian here. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You avoided the news of Blazers not getting any win.
Anyway,
I'm getting roast every week.
Roundup of the results. Last Tuesday, July 19, you've got Letran defeating San Sebastian 90-77. Arellano defeating Mapua 96-75 for Mapua's first defeat of the season. You've got San Beda defeating Perpetual Help 88-70. Last Thursday, July 21, you had JRU defeating EAC by the skin of their teeth 60-59. And you've got LP defeating Benil 75-58.
Just say 68. That sounds better.
Last Friday, July 22, Perpetual Help defeated defending champion Letran 61-55. Mapua defeating San Sebastian 88-75. And San Beda defeating Arellano 101-86.
And we have a lot of action coming right here for the NCAA. We're going to have interviews for you next week. You got an interesting matchup with San Beda and Arellano.
Last Friday. Yeah.
But San Beda kind of retooled after that loss to Arellano. I know.
To Letran after last season.
To Letran, yeah.
Anyway, moving forward, we've got PBA Governors Cup news. We've got the starters for the PBA All-Star Weekend.
All right, the All-Star stars for the North. We got Terence Romeo at the guard, Calvin Abueva, Mark Kagiwa, Japet Aguilar, and Mark Pingris. Rounding up the North All-Stars. And the South All-Stars, you got June Marfardo, Greg Slaughter, Earl Scotty Thompson, James Yap, and Joe Devans. It's like Ginebra versus the Philippines.
You've got Ginebra versus Star Hotshots or something. And one Global Port and one Alaska there. But anyway, we'll find out who will fill up the rest of the North and the South All-Stars in the coming weeks. So we'll be
the coaches will get to choose the next guys, right? It's like the NBA.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the coaches will do the selections.
And I think can you vote for your guys, Coach Chris?
No, you're not allowed to vote for your
Come on.
Oh, no, tell me about it. I was circling all Mahindra guys, man. You can't, Coach.
Okay. Results for this week. Anyway, the team standings for the PBA right now. We got the Mahindra Enforcers on top with San Miguel and TNT Katropa 2-0.
You've got
great start right there. And Barangay Ginebra still in. Are they defeated right now or what?
No, they have a game upcoming later, which got delayed.
they are still playing right now. Against Global Port.
Global Port and Star still playing right now. Both 0-2.
And Meralco's 2-1. Blackwater Elite and Lex and Rain or Shine are tied at 1 win and 1 loss. Global Port is currently trying to get a win right now. Alaska is 0-1. Star Hotshots 0-2, and Phoenix are 0-3. And thanks to the guys right here, 2 of those teams are at the bottom.
Let's have a roundup of the results. Last Wednesday, July 20, we have the Mahindra Enforcer defeating Global Port 108-98, and TNT Katropa defeating Rain or Shine 101-98. Last Friday, you had San Miguel defeating NLEX 94-93 and Blackwater defeating Star 100-98. And then yesterday, you had TNT Katropa giving Meralco their first defeat of the tournament 88-95, while Rain or Shine defeated Phoenix 106-89.
All right. And we have an interview right here with Coach Yen Gao, head coach of Rain or Shine, Lasso Painters. And what is this interview about?
Yeah, this interview is about the Samboy Lim Bill, where all students in the K-12 system are supposed to learn how to do the CPR. Yeah, because
it's named after Samboy Lim.
Yeah, because of what happened to him. He collapsed during a pickup game at Inash Sports Arena, and then they weren't able to give CPR to him because nobody knew how to do CPR.
And for the guys who aren't born during his time, right here, Samboy Lim is like the Michael Jordan of his time.
Yeah.
You should find him on YouTube.
Yeah, you should watch the videos on YouTube. But anyway, Coach Yang Giao was a legislator for the 1st District of Pampanga, and he passed this bill before his term ended, But Pinoy, President Benigno Aquino III, wasn't able to sign the law, but it lapsed into law earlier this week. Anyway, without further ado, here's Yang Yao on the Samboy Lim law passage.
That's good. Actually, I was already told by the Philippine Heart Association kasi mukhang yun din ang ano nila, no? And the Philippine Heart Association partnered with us and the family of Samboy when I sponsored it in the house. On their own, even without bill, they're trying to promote yung CPR naman eh. But I think the more important thing with the CPR bill is it's not just going to be the PBA teams that will ultimately be able to perform it. It will be the whole population that come out of the K-12 program. So tayo hindi na natin inabutan, pero at least yung mga anak nyo, mga apo nyo, when they graduate from K-12, kung matanda na kayo, siyempre tatanda din naman lahat tayo. Since simpong ka or inatake ka, your apo or your children around you would know how to react and try to save your life. That is the ultimate purpose. No, na we have people anywhere and everywhere who can perform that emergency procedure whenever it happens. Yun nga nangyari kay Samboy. Ang dami nila doon. Ang lalaki ng mga katawan nila Alvin at nila Jerry. Hindi marunong mag-CPR eh. Kung CPR si Samboy, we don't know ba? Because he survived. No? So that means kung naka-CPR siya, baka he would be a lot better. I don't know with Gilbert Bulawan kung kung na-CPR siya. I'm not sure. But dapat na-CPR siya. I think trainers and therapists should know or would know. And if he was in practice and there was a trainer or a physical therapist present, they must have applied it. But yun nga, if we have more people around the country coming out of our educational system who would know how to apply the procedure, more lives would be saved. Sa akin kasi, if we only save one life because of that bill, it would have been worth it. No? But we will save not only one, we will save thousands of lives through generations because of that legislation. Of course, we have trainers and therapists who know how to do it, but I think players themselves should also know how to do it. Magandang example yung ginawa ng San Miguel Group, no? We will also do that for team. Actually, pat kayo dapat. No? Pati kayo dapat. No? It can happen to anybody. Even the guys who are in the pink of health, who are basketball players and who are fit, nangyayari yun eh. Tayo pa na hindi naman tayo ganun ka-fit o kaya meron tayong parents or meron tayong lola o lolo or you are eating in a restaurant, no, and somebody faints or gets a heart attack on the other table or you're in a movie house, no, or you're just in the streets. Ang hirap naman na papanoorin mo lang mamatay yung tao. At least may alam kang gawin.
And that was our interview with Coach Yang Yao of the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. When we come back here on Sports on Air, we're going to have our interviews with these guys right here. And one player is still coming. One player is still coming. And we're going to have the Mahindra Enforcers right here on Sports on Air once we come back.
EBC Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila. Hindi na kailangan magpunta sa gym o gumamit ng special equipment para sa isang aerobic workout. With little foresight, activities you take for granted can become part of your fitness routine. 1. Mag-brisk walking. At sa halip na gumamit ng elevator, gamitin ang hagdan. Ikalawa, make housework a workout. Isa pa, play with your kids. Don't just watch them play, join them. Remember, getting in shape doesn't need to be expensive. A health reminder from Radyo Agila.
Usong-uso ang dehydration o labis na pagkawala ng tubig sa katawan kapag summer. Bata man o matanda ay maaaring tamaan nito. Kaya para makaiwas sa dehydration, uminom ng maraming tubig. Huwag yan kaliligtaan. Kapag ganitong mainit ang panahon, madalas tayong pagpawisan. Kaya't ang madalas na pag-inom ng tubig ay makatutulong sa atin upang makaiwas sa dehydration. Isang mahalagang paalala ngayong panahon ng tag-init mula sa Radyo Agila.
Nagbabalik ang Sports on Air.
Nagbabalik ang Sports on Air, balitang pampalakasan para sa bayan, and kasama natin ngayon sa show natin ngayon ang Mahindra Enforcers with Coach Chris. Coach Chris, say hi to everyone.
How's everybody doing tonight?
And of course, James White right here, and we're gonna have the second batch later because I have questions for you guys, and the questions are already coming in. But first and foremost, both of you guys came to the conference. You're both rookies for the PBA. Coach Chris, I'm gonna ask you this: when you came into the first time that you saw the players, what was the thing that came to your mind that I have to do this to this team?
Well, I've pretty much been with the Mahindra Enforcers since we started our expansion 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I've seen us grow from our expansion draft and getting great rookie picks like Mike, and we've gone through struggles. So it was kind of a failures has become a breeding ground for our nurtured confidence now through our preparation in coming this conference. So we basically just kind of implemented a culture where we really made accountability for our guys number one priority.
Okay.
And so now our core values are all about competing, having great compassion for one another, a mindfulness for each other's success, and just having a pure joy out there when we play.
All right. And for James, gotta ask you this, man. The first time that you were asked to play for the Mahindra Forces, it's gonna be in the Philippines. What came to your mind?
Well, first, I just looked at it as a blessing from God,
Okay.
Still playing professional basketball, further my career of basketball. And another time, I'm looking at it as a confidence builder. With the coaches that I have, like I said to my sister, these are the best coaches I ever had, because they're still in the confidence with me, positive with me no matter what. And throughout the season, I understand that we're going to go through highs and lows, but this team that we have, we're a family.
Did you research about the team? And
I did. I think the first thing that popped up, with everybody was I saw Manny Pacquiao's coach. So that right there was an eye-opener.
So did you have a chance to meet him yet?
Yes, I have. It's just the fact that I met one of the greatest boxers in the game.
Did you get a picture with him?
Not yet, but I will soon, with time.
Okay, James, when you come, can you describe to us now the first time that you saw your teammates, you scrimmaged with them? What was your impression of the team, and what was your impression about LA Revilla?
Well, first, when I first got here, I was nervous and kind of anxious. First just to further my career as a professional. Second, coming into a situation where I'm the youngest guy on this team, and a lot of on my shoulders to help this team win. As a young guy, that's kind of a lot of pressure. But when I looked at it, I just looked at it. I'm doing something I love, and I just got to have fun. And point guard that we have with LA, I mean, he's tough as nails.
What was your first impression?
At first, I thought, I was like, this guy's the point guard. I already know that he knows how to run the show. But throughout the game, I was like, this guy has the biggest heart ever.
Okay.
He wears his heart on his sleeve, and I'll go to war with somebody like that.
All right. So we have some questions here. We got a question from Mike for Coach Chris. What were your initial thoughts when you were told that you were going to handle Mahindra to replace lead assistant Chito Victoler?
When they announced it at our first coaches meeting, I was totally surprised. It was out of left field. I kind of had that look like, okay, I stay composed, but inside, I was kind of going crazy a little. So it was. I like James said, it's a great blessing, a big opportunity, and it's a challenge that I've just been willing to really embrace, and I hope that we have continued success.
All right, from same guy for James. You're getting famous, man. You got like 3 questions already here. Okay, James. When Mahindra got your services, what was the mission order given to you as far as the kind of game you ought to have?
Well, first they didn't give me any mission. It was just coming in and play my game. Do everything defense and offensive end to help the team. At the end of the day, just make plays. You know, for the situation that I am, you know, as an import, you know, you got a lot of stress on you. Not a lot of stress, but pressure to perform, you know, on a daily basis. But for me and the teammates that I have and the coaches, just tell me just to, you know, perform. You know, no matter what, we're still going to have your back. And I think that means a lot.
All right, more questions here. Coach Chris.
Okay.
Coach Chris, I gotta
Yeah.
balance it with you guys. So we're gonna have the second batch later. Coach Chris, from Bianca. It's in Tagalog. Sino pinaghahandaan nila na pinaghahandaan mo ng team ngayong season at anong plano mo para matalo sila? In English, which team is he preparing for, and how do you plan to beat them?
Hi, Bianca. Great question. For us right now, the biggest team is the defending champions who we're facing on Wednesday, San Miguel. It's a really big task for us, but they have such tremendous offensive firepower over there. You can pretty much name an all-star team over there if you wanted to, but I think our
like as first team and second team.
Yeah, our mindset going in is to try to take away something that they're great at, contest and try to contain the Kraken the best way that we can with our game plan going in on Wednesday. And I think our main focus is just to outwork. I mean, that's really a real facet of our game that can be an advantage for us.
All right, I'm going back to James from Edison. Mahindra is relatively a young group compared to most of the competition. How are you guys going about it in the ongoing tournament?
Well, first, we're approaching everything as a business. We understand that in season, you're going to have a lot of highs and lows, and we know that this is the moment right now that we're on top, and we just got to enjoy this moment. You know, towards the future, we can't think about that. We just got to take care of what we do right now. That's in practice and the scouting reports that coach gives us, you know, going over that on a daily basis, but just focusing on this moment right now and enjoying it.
Okay. I got 3 next questions for Coach Chris. That's how quick it is. Coach Chris, from Abraham, off to a 2-0 start. You have said that preparation was important, but how much of an effect does having certainty now and coming out from the shadows of Manny Pacquiao in your early success?
How you doing, Abraham? You know, having a great person like Manny Pacquiao providing such great motivation for you gives you such incentive to really put in the extra work because of the kind of person he is, and we all know how he started and where he's at now, just to his pure work ethic, and I think it's kind of carried over to our team.
Okay, so I'm gonna seed it with another question
right.
because from Angel, you made a name as conditioning coach. You made a name as a conditioning coach. What are the things that you learned from doing it that are helping you now as a coach? These are complex questions, man.
No problem.
We have tough fans right here. We have tough fans here.
You're making me think tonight, Angel.
We have tough fans right now.
Hey, I like that. I like it. Great.
And we're not getting to James yet.
Yeah, great intuitive questions right now. I think that the strength and conditioning background gave me a big insight on how to systematically progress from off-season training to our preseason practices, and you know, our practice time is more concise now of what we need to accomplish, especially now that we're in season. So my background in training gives me the opportunity to kind of break down how much time I need to really let guys recover, because right now recovery time is optimal. So But yeah, great question though. Good question.
I'm seeing Coach Chris sweating right now.
I never seen some heads shine so
I think I'm thinking more now than in the game.
Okay, we're gonna go to James. James, okay, for those guys who are asking about his stats, he's currently 2 games in, 25 points per game, 14 rebounds a game, and 2.5 blocks. There you go. Boom. Okay, James, it's in English. It's in Tagalog, but I'm gonna translate it into English from RJ. 2 games into your first PBA tour. How do you find the style of play in the PBA? Masaya ka ba? Or are you enjoying it?
Are you happy?
What do you find the style of the
That's a
PBA?
great question, but I find the style of play very different. You know, just coming fresh out of college, you know, the college game is more running sets and, you know, running to a play that's robotic. You know, coming to a pro situation, you know, it's free flowing. You got to think on the fly, understand that, you know, you have a split second to make a decision. You know, I'm enjoying this a lot. You know, I'm enjoying this process and understand that the team that we have, we do a lot of great things and we just got to take everything day by day.
Okay, and the follow-up question there is it something that you would consider doing every time the opportunity presents itself?
Playing in the PBA?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's a blessing right here, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just taking care of the situation right now, having fun in the PBA, and enjoying my time with friends and family and coaches, too.
Coach, I have 2 more questions here. they keep on coming in. We're gonna get Paolo on the second half.
No. Actually, some.
Let's think of I think we're gonna take a break with the questions because they're getting tough, man.
Yeah, they're getting tougher. But I think we've got a fresh question for Paolo
There you go.
from one of our listeners who's on our Facebook page. Paolo, since you're a newcomer with Mahindra, you played against Globalport, your former team, last Wednesday. How's the feeling
And
of playing?
Paolo is a veteran for the show, man.
Yeah, he's a
He
very.
guested on the show when he was in college.
Yeah,
This is my second time.
yeah. It's his second time. Anyway, Paolo, how was the feeling of playing against your former team, against your Kuyas? That you mentioned that it was Kuyas that you played against.
Paano ba, how do I answer this question?
Kahit Tagalog, okay lang. Kahit
Tagalog
Tagalog.
lang, kuya. Para, di ba?
Oh.
May iba naman ako, tatlo sila. So, last Wednesday, so I played against my former team, Globalport. Parang weird yung feeling kasi Stanley, Kuya Billy, before, parang sila yung mga kuya ko doon. So, last Wednesday, parang kalabang ko na sila. So, parang hindi ko alam ko ano i-expect sa kanila. So, yun yung advantage ko doon kasi alam ko ano i-expect sa kanila. Alam ko yung mga tendencies nila. So, parang hindi ako masyadong mas madali yung adjustment ko. So,
And you scored 10 points.
Actually, bonus na lang yun. Yung points sa akin. Kasi Coach Chris naman, bibigyan na akong trust nga offense, defense, especially defense. So, yung mga defensive assignments ko, Coach Chris binibigay sa akin yung mga scores, sina Stanley. So, thank God naman kahit pa paano nagawa ko naman yung trabaho ko. So, hopefully, sa mga succeeding games namin, mas magawa ko pa yung pinapagawa sa akin ni Coach Chris.
Pao, may tanong dito sa Facebook. Medyo college question galing kay Ramon. How do you feel na 0-5 ang binild?
Wait lang.
Sige. Yun.
Let's give him time.
Actually,
masama ang loob ko, pare. Yan.
Kuya, dalawa tayo dito, Dadamayan
I'm like
mo
a
ko.
senior, man. I used to play for the team as well.
Actually, Coach, si Ramon, pakisabi, hindi 0-5, 0-6 na.
0-6 na ba?
0-6 na. So, syempre, di ba, kuya, alam mo naman yung feeling natin, di ba? School natin, sa tayo nang galing, 0-6. So, syempre, bigat nun, di ba?
Yun nga eh.
So,
pwede ba tayo malaro ulit?
Huwag nga ba maging 0,
malalo.
So, yun nga, kuya, hopefully, mabisita ko yung mga teammates ko before doon. So,
Ilan na lang ba? Kasi na lang eh. Siyempre, you're 2 years away from CSP. And yan yung mga feeling na matanda ka, konti na lang kilala mo team. Ako wala na eh.
Hindi naman masyado kaya grabe naman. 2 years, pwede pa yan.
Meron ka pang kakilala yung mga freshmen nun. Medyo sila na bida ngayon.
So yun nga, hopefully, next game nila. Hindi ko lang sure kung kailan next game, pero sigurado baka manood ako. Kasi siyempre, at least support para sa team ko nung college. So hopefully makuha na rin yung panalo. Kasi ang hirap talaga sa NCAA. NCAA is
ang daming team kasi.
Tough league where I came from. So, the adjustment there is so fast, no? Yung first game lang, pakita mo yung mga plays mo, yung mga tendencies. Next game, scouted ka na agad. So hopefully, makagawa sila ng paraan. Sa Coach Gabby, hopefully, makapag-adjust agad. So,
And ito medyo positive naman from Philip. Coming from the NCAA, no? Ano yung mga nadal mo daw na mga lessons from NCAA that toughened you up when you went to the PBA?
Siguro, number one na natutunan ko, galing ako sa St. Siyempre, wala kaming import doon, wala kaming imports. Never ako
Ngayon lang, napilay pa.
Napilay pa. So, never ko na-feel na maglaro sa import. So, yun nga yung toughness, mental toughness. Even though na yung mga lahat ng schools may mga imports. So, parang doon ko nakakuha yung... Ngayon, napapakinabangan ko sa PBA yun kasi may mga times na pinapabantay sa akin imports, ganun. So, sanay na ako kasi nung college pa lang ako.
Ikaw yung bumabantay
sa mga imports. So, sobrang laki tulong sa akin noon. Tsaka yung resiliency, yun nga, TSB, hindi naman kami ganun kalakas. Kailangan, bago kami manalo, talagang kailangan mo talaga magtrabaho, defense, offense. So, yun. Nadala ko din sa PBA, defense, offense. So, yun.
And yun nga, in the PBA, medyo tough din ang competition to rise up, diba? And how does it feel now? This is a new team, and I was talking to Coach Abby just a few weeks ago, and we were talking about you, and I think he gave you some advice regarding your transfer to Mahindra. Could you share about that?
Yun nga, new team, so actually, yung advice ni Coach Gab sa akin, syempre, expiring ako this coming August. So, sinabi niya lang sa akin na talagang every chance na ibigay sa'yo, which is, ginagawa ko naman talaga, every chance na ibigay sa'yo, playing time, kahit ilang minutes, go hard ka talaga, pakita mo talaga. So, actually, bago ako graduate, sinabi niya sa akin yun. So, nadala ko naman. So, hopefully, magawa ko pa pala.
Yeah. Coach Chris, could you please talk about Paulo Taha, what he brings to the team, especially that he's new with the squad. What role are you giving? What role are you giving Paulo?
Paulo gives us such a different dynamic that we just didn't have last year. Somebody that goes on both ends of the court. We're able to play him in different positions. He can play 1, 2, or 3 sometimes for us. So it gives me an opportunity to kind of maximize his skill sets when we go small ball and we're letting him just create off the. He's such a tremendous open court player, and we didn't have that last year. We didn't have a guy that could get to the basket on his own. So he provides our shooters so much more opportunities because he can create off the bounce, and he forces defenses to collapse on him, because if not, he's gonna make these tremendous layups that I just look at my assistants most of the time. I'm just like, did he just make that? And I'm just like, all right, pal. Don't call no plays. Most of the time, when he gets the ball, I just tell him to attack all the time. So, hey, that's what's great about it.
So these are like the fresh guys right here.
Yeah,
of Mahindra.
Yeah, the fresh guys of Mahindra. And speaking of fresh guys, since these guys are fresh with the Mahindra Enforcers, there's a question right here from Marco. He wants to ask, what is one least known thing about all of these guys over here? Like, let's say, Coach, I recently unveiled something about you that not too many people know about. Can you please share with everyone what it is?
Not really shared to the public, but I had my college jersey retired at Stevens Institute of Technology. That's why I'm a big I'm a big Curry fan because my number was 30. I had it before he had it. So that's my one the one thing that most people don't know.
Number 30, Gavina.
All right, we're gonna take a short break right here, and once we come back, we're gonna have more of the Mahindra enforcers. So stay tuned.
EBC Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila.
Ang oras po natin ay 7:46 ng gabi.
Maraming mikrobyo sa lansangan. Kabilang dito ang mga itlog ng bulate na naninirahan sa bituka na sanhi ng sakit ng tiyan, malnutrisyon, anemia, mababang IQ at pagbaba ng resistensya.
Para makaiwas sa komplikasyon na dala ng bulate, makiisa sa gaganaping libreng purga sa National School Deworming Month. Libre, mabisa at litas para sa mga bata mula kinder hanggang grade 12 sa lahat ng pampubliko at pribadong paaralan.
Nagbabalik ang Sports on Air.
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Sports on Air, balitang pampalakasan.
Para sa bayan, marami pang tanong dito. Muulan pa rin eh.
Muulan pa rin ng mga tanong.
Puro taga-Bilyara
Why do we continue the question with Coach Chris to the rest of the guys? One little known fact about these three guys right here. Paulo, your turn. Yung isang bagay na hindi gaano alam ng karamihan ng mga tao.
Hindi gaano alam ng karamihan. Hirap na tanong. Pwede pass. Mike, you first.
Mike,
okay, Mike.
Mike, you take the floor, man.
Alright. Least known fact about you.
Least known fact, probably that my dad's first cousin is Ernie DiGregorio. Used to play in the NBA. So many people don't know about that.
Pare, talo tayo dyan.
Yeah, I read this name in some basketball encyclopedia. So
surprisingly, a lot of Filipino fans know about him though.
Yeah, wow. That's how deep the knowledge of Filipinos
they know the basketball for sure. Yeah.
in basketball, the first time that they heard that James White is coming, they thought it was the guy who's
James
jumping from
White,
the floor. We got a better one here.
James, how about you? Least known fact about you.
Least known fact about me. I guess I say a hobby of I like to fish. Off time, love fishing.
You know, it's hard to fish in the Philippines.
I heard, but that's kind of one of the things I do just for free time and stuff.
Wow.
You know, here in the Philippines, like you combine it with dynamite. But it's illegal.
It's illegal,
and
bro.
we have a president that could kill you for doing that.
Moving forward, though.
Pao, lumusot ka eh.
Yung mga hindi pa, siguro yung, just like James, pag free time ko, I just wanna...
Fish?
No. I just wanna stay in my room, my place for the whole day.
Homebody?
No. For the whole day and just sleep. Just rest. Do nothing.
Locker room power. That's what I love to do then too. I'm backtracking the fish. I love to sleep as well.
We gotta read some more questions here from Francis. For Coach Chris, what do you think Mahindra should learn and or work on to make major inroads in the Philippine Basketball Association?
For us being a young squad, we gotta maintain our level of consistency from day-to-day practice as well as in the games, especially just being taking each possession one possession at a time where we're not rushing anything and we're going through our motion sets where we're looking for our type of shots. Not getting
We're getting serious here, man.
Yeah. Too serious.
Too serious. Yeah. I see you last week again.
These are some difficult questions tonight. But it's good. I'm glad that the fans are really interested in Mahindra. So,
I remember, Coach, in your first 2 interviews and your 2 wins this season, you deflected most of the credit to the rest of the players, the coaching staff. Could you please expound more on that?
oh, definitely. Development of our guys have really been the credit totally goes to these players who come in early, stay in after practice, honing their skills in, perfecting their craft with our coaches, Coach Rob Wainwright, Coach Alex Angeles, Coach Marlon Martin, Coach Malong Odiliosa, Coach Rich Alvarez, and last but not least, Coach Joe Lipa. But he doesn't do too much of the skill work because he's getting massaged most of the time. But believe me, he's involved because he has a mic. He has a mic and a speaker right by him, and you can hear him from SLEX if you're driving by during our practice. So he's our coaching staff and our players are tremendous workers. So it's a tribute to our level of work ethic.
Yeah. And speaking of practice, I heard you guys are having a little challenge getting to practice because it's somewhere in the south compared to most teams who practice in Quezon City, Mandaluyong. You guys practice somewhere in south.
In Bikutan.
Yeah, in Bikutan.
It's at their toll gate.
Yeah, yeah. Can you please tell us about the challenges of getting to practice on time and then maintaining that discipline for the rest of the team?
I'll let Pao answer that. Yeah.
That's the one guy that drives there. The rest of us live there.
Kuya, para sa akin yung question.
Para yan, may mga tanong pa dito eh.
First of all, compared sa last team ko, mas malapit yung practice venue na yun sa Mahindra. Kasi sukat lang siya. Kung mag-SX lang ako. Yung mahirap lang at saka mabigat, masakit sa loob ko, yung toll gate araw-araw. Yun yung masakit.
Sa Skyway ka ba?
Nag-Skyway ako.
Ayun, para maka-on time, di ba?
Masakit sa bulsa. Kaya...
Alam ko yan, doon ako nakatira eh. Pag pupunta ako ng Araneta, mahal eh.
Dalawa lang yan eh. Pag hindi ako nag-Skyway, magtitiis ako sa traffic. Pag nag-Skyway ako, maga akong papahinga sa sacrifice.
And, eto, wag muna tanong na tungkol sa Binild, pero...
Wag na yan.
Ito na lang, ano daw payo mo sa mga taga-Binild ngayon na naglalaro?
Yun nga, stay positive lang, stay together. Yun nga, hindi
kahit may napilay na import.
Siyempre...
Masama eh. Nakita mo ba yung bagsak? Masama eh.
Siyempre, next... Sa amin nga, sa team namin, si Coach Chris, meron kaming next man mentality. So,
Mamba mentality.
Next man up coach, right? Next man up mentality. So, yun nga sa CSB, bagay na bagay yun. Yung starter center nila, na may nagka-injury. So, opportunity yun para sa mga ibang big guys na magpakita sa NCAA. So, chance na nila yun. So, sana i-grab nila talaga yun. Tsaka magtulong-tulong lang sila, positive lang sila. Tsaka, every game, kailangan punta sila sa game. Yung mentality nila is to win, ready sila manalo. So, hopefully next game, makakuha na.
Okay, I want everyone to chime in on this one. First game altogether, it's overtime. Okay, yeah. How did you guys? After game, how do you find winning together? Is it gonna be like this hard? And why are you passing the mic to James, you want to start?
I think just throughout the game, the emotions was high because we understood that this is our first game in the Governor's Cup. And just throughout the game, we understood that no matter what, we're going to go through obstacles and we just got to overcome them. I think that's what we was doing possession by possession. And when it got to overtime, we looked at it like, hey, we haven't gave them our best game, and we still got 5 more minutes to play. And I think that's what was the main key going to it, just executing every play and understand if we take off on a possession, that could backfire if they hit a open 3 or open 2 to end the game. So we understood that we got to enjoy this moment, and we just got to maximize our time.
Yeah, thank you for taking that. Thank you for taking that question for your coach. He's been murdered.
I think Coach has been sweating a lot.
Keep grilling them, fans. Keep grilling. I should have voted on game plan coming in.
Yeah, and a little known fact though for Mahindra is that ever since the team joined the PBA, it has never won its first 2 games to start a conference.
This is the best start.
This is the best start in team history. And coach, what are your thoughts on that? That this is the first time that the franchise made its best start.
It's like I said, the work ethic that our players prepare for, it's it nurtures their confidence. So for me, I'm a big Bobby Knight fan, and he said something. I'm just paraphrasing, but something like I don't believe in luck, I believe in preparation. Mm-hmm. So, and there's another quote where a coach says, I've always felt like the harder I've worked, the luckier I've gotten. So, and I think our guys have kind of bought into that. And so, and it's just been translating to our success early this conference, and we're hoping that it just continues.
Okay, so but anyway, coach, we're running out. I mean, that's fast. Can we go for another hour? We have like more questions here coming, and it's getting more difficult. And enough with the Benil questions.
I think more Benil questions should come. But if I have one last question though, it's for James, because I've noticed that James is as a young import, he's probably beyond his years. He's acting beyond his years. James, could you please tell us how where do you draw this maturity of yours?
Like I stated before, just all the adversity that I went through from previous years, from high school to college, I understood that, no matter what, I could still overcome it. And, just having teammates, coaches, family, still giving that positive energy to understand that, no matter what, you're going to be tested, but you're going to overcome it. And just coming into the situation right now, I understand that, this is our best start, but we're not looking at it like that. We're looking at, hey, it's just another game. We just got to do it every game. And we're just going to have fun throughout the season.
Okay, we're running out of time, and it's a buzzer beater for you. I could pass you the questions if you'd like to answer them, Coach.
Send it to our page. Yeah.
But anyway, Coach, let's have our greetings right now. Any persons that you want to greet, or who's listening right now?
And of course, invite the fans to watch your next game on Wednesday
against
the San Miguel Beer
defending champions
of the Philippine Cup.
Please, all Mahindra fans, come watch us at Araneta this Wednesday, 4 p.m. Going up against the defending champions, San Miguel. I gotta give a shout out to my sister in New Jersey, Zena Gavina. She kept telling me to give my family in New Jersey a shout out. My close friends, Jerome Hardiniano, Jose de Guzman, Don Viluz, Carlos Palau, all my CGGB guys. My family in Florida, my sister Tess, my niece Colleen, Cyril, my kuya Jojo, and my brother Russell. That's mostly my guys.
Paulo.
I just want to greet my family in Taft. Tita Marisa Aboites and RJ Argamino, Rafael Melocoton, and my mom in Iloilo. So,
Right.
I just want to say, first to the fans, thank you for all the support. And hopefully you guys keep supporting us moving forward, and we could keep building on this great start. And
if we preempted the show that Mike's gonna be here, he's gonna have a lot of questions as well. we market that you guys are coming in, so they prepared well the questions. Mike, you should guess for another time. We're gonna announce like a week before.
Rookie duties. That's you get the last pickings. I also want to give a shout out to all my friends and family back home, especially my mom and dad, my two brothers, Gabe and Anthony, and all my nieces and nephews. Love you guys, miss you guys. So definitely a shout out to everyone back home. Give thanks to Mahindra fans and supporters. Just keep supporting us throughout this whole season, and you understand that we're going to give our best effort. And shout out to my family back home and my friends. And shout out to my teammates and coaches that are here with me. This is a blessing to be here.
And you gotta give a shout out to Manny.
And a shout out to Boss Man. Boss Manny.
There you go.
Before I forget, if I can't, I won't be allowed to get home my girlfriend, Maria Herrera. I gotta give a shout out.
Yeah. This is gonna be difficult for you when you get there. I don't know if it's the questions that are gonna be difficult or getting home. Anyway, that's our show. Next week we're gonna have a big show.
Yeah, a literally big show.
Yeah, we're gonna have the big show. What is the name? from the
Paul White.
WWE. Yeah, or the Big Show. And again, we're just tune in next week. Isang oras ng balita talakaya ang dagdaan para sa linggong ito. Ako po si Ernest Hernandez.
At ako naman si Diego de la Paz, nagpapaalam na pansamantala. Subaybayan ninyo muli sa sunod na linggo ang pinamaaksyong KBP Golden Dove Awards nominated sports program sa radyo. Sports on Air,
balitang pampalakasan
para sa bayan.
Alright, let's go.